Previously, I once suffered from depression, and I learned that nobody can understand this unless they go through this. The same applies to disabilities, and as a Korean Canadian, I realized disability awareness in Korea can be improved. So even though I don't have disabilities, I decided to cross 800 kilometers of Santiago pilgrimage on a wheelchair. I still clearly remember this day when I met my new friend Claude. When he saw us, he stopped in the middle of the road wanting to talk to us. The very first moment we actually met, he just burst into tears. I told him all my stories and we clicked immediately. Also, it was very interesting that we're both from a similar area in Canada. He told me everything from how he decided to go through Camino on a trike to his personal stories. We spent almost an hour talking non-stop. We wished that I could have spent a few days with him, but we couldn't. Around 20 minutes after he left, I met a local family who kindly offered us snacks. They tried to talk to me, but I don't speak Spanish. She kept repeating a word, mijo. At first, I thought it was her name. By that time, very luckily, Claude was passing by and he could translate for us to communicate with each other. Mijo turned out to be my son in Spanish. So, they had a son named Miguel, and he has been on a wheelchair since he was born.
Oh, mira, mi hijo, ¿cómo está? Igual. Mucho peor que tú. Tú, manos. Tú, manos. Él, no manos. ¿Ves? Solo la silla con...
I can never forget the warmth given by Miguel's family. They truly supported us, more than anyone we've met. I promised them I would successfully finish my campaign.
Can you tell them that I promised them that I'm gonna finish this campaign?
Okay. Proyecto de Santiago.
¡Fighting! Podemos llegar a Santiago.
I was moving around in front of the cathedral just to get a good view in my camera, and this man appeared out of nowhere and asked me if I was Joey. I was like, how on earth would you know my name? And what he told me was pretty crazy. So his name was Dalsy, and he said that some of the pilgrims got really touched by our campaign, and they started telling other pilgrims here and there about our story. That's how he knew my name. Well, he obviously didn't know my face, but he knew that there would be an Asian guy on a wheelchair with a friend holding cameras. He also mentioned he really wanted to meet us. I unfortunately couldn't see him anymore after this day. But I think he left me a really meaningful lesson. If I believe what I do is right for me and my society and keep doing what I do, people will see the value of it as well. And from there, we can form a shared value, a voice, and a power of community. Am I exaggerating? Maybe. Maybe not. The night before, I got the best sleep, so I felt super energetic. Not only that, it was the brightest day ever, making me even more energetic. By the end of this day, however, I started to realize there was something wrong with my back and neck muscle. At the time, I didn't think it was a big deal, but it got so bad that I couldn't even turn my face properly at the end. I ended up at a hospital. I was told that my muscles worked too much and that I should stop using my wheelchair. I really didn't want to, but I had no choice.
Alright, so I think my back pain got pretty worse. And we decided that it's better for me to get some rest by walking. I'm not sure how long I should walk because I have to see how good it gets. But yeah, for today, it seems like I don't have any option. So I'll be walking from the previous village to our next stop.
I walked for like 5 days and then I was able to get back on my wheelchair. After another 5 days, it was finally day 38, the last chapter of our journey. On our final day, it rained quite a lot, and we both got so excited because we were only 20 kilometers away from our final destination, Santiago. The rain stopped in the afternoon, but the hills were so bad and Jang had to struggle so much. So, can you guess where I am? Yes, Santiago. We finally crossed Camino pilgrimage of 800 kilometers. It took 38 days, and I believe it left an astonishing amount of impact on my life. The biggest thing I learned is that we can never understand each other because we can never become each other. I mean, look at me. I failed the campaign. I got injured, I had to get up and even walk. How could I ever understand what it's really like to be not able to walk for my life? But you know what? Because we cannot understand, we should try harder to understand each other. It's not that difficult. Listen to others, be genuinely interested in others, and be there for each other. That's all we need to do. My documentary does not give out an answer, but a question. What should we do to destroy the barrier separating you and me? What could we do to better understand ones around us? Well, I don't know. No one knows. Let's find out together, all together.